Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at I Am Alive for, of course, the PC, which is retailing at the moment on Steam for £12.99 and is developed by Ubisoft Shanghai and published by Ubisoft. This is one of those titles that I was actually quite looking forward to on PC, so we're going to see just how good of a conversion it is and just how well it matches up onto the PC controls and so on. First thing we're going to do, of course, is take a look at the how to play, just to give you guys an idea. You can see it's fairly reasonably detailed. You've also got pad options in case you do want to. I have got an Xbox 360 pad plugged in, but for the most part I'm going to be using keyboard and mouse controls. I might switch just to see what I feel is better out of the two so I can advise accordingly. But nevertheless, for game options, we do have subtitles, which I have enabled. Free aiming, I've actually left it off for the moment. I'll see about that more later on. Difficulty, I'm going to leave to normal, however. Key mapping is actually fairly reasonable. You can remap pretty much all your keys, which is great. And I do love games that you can rebind things, including your inventory, which for some reason is C. I'm not sure why that is, but there you have it. Nevertheless, we also have, of course, video options. Anti-aliasing is fairly generous. You do have multiple anti-aliasing modes. I've actually left mine to 2 times just because I'm not really sure how demanding this is. I don't really think it's going to be too bad, but anyway, it's based on the Unreal Engine. Brightness 50%, and I'm going to be running at full screen. It does support windowed mode, which is nice. At 720p I will be recording, and you can also change the monitor aspect ratio, and you can also enable vertical sync. I'm going to be leaving mine off because I'm recording and I just don't really see the point, as I'm already downgrading to 30 frames per second anyway for the purpose of video. Audio settings, pretty much everything's just audio related, but there you have it. So I think that's a reasonable look at the old options. So we're going to be clicking play, and of course this is a new game. I'm going to probably do this review over a series of a couple of videos. I want you guys to let me know on this, but from now on I'm highly considering stopping doing the first impressions and instead getting further into the game when I do reviews. But at the same time, some people have expressed that that's actually not really what they want, and the reason for this is because they don't want to see too far into the game. They feel it's a spoiler. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually doing a couple of sets of videos, one early on, say the first like 30 minutes unless it's a tutorial, and then say another one an hour later, so you've got kind of like a bit of contrast. But just let me know what you think. Obviously I will do as you guys bid on that one. I'm going to continue, as I said, with the normal difficulty, or should I say start on the normal difficulty. In normal modes, you will get more resources and retries, but you can't unlock certain achievement and score bonuses. I don't give a shit is basically what it comes down to, so that's fine. I will be happy and I will go with it. Loading screen actually reminds me just a little bit reminiscent of Metro. Do really love that series. I'm actually really looking forward to Last Light, which of course is going to be out quite soon. It does look very pretty actually. As does this game actually. Models are really nice. Of course this is at the moment a cutscene, so we're going to have to see just how well this holds up, but it does look in-game graphics. It is based on the Unreal Engine, of course. So, let's see.
Test. I'm not sure the sound is working.
It is, my friend.
Wow.
I'm going to remain quiet for a bit so you can get an idea of that audio quality.
But if you found this, then that means... Anyway, if you could try to deliver this video recorded in my home. That's in Haventon, 27 Arbor Street. It's right in front of the park, and well, maybe, just maybe, someone will be there. Okay, this is basically my life. My backpack, climbing harness, flashlight, couple batteries, pistol.
The one I'm most interested in, might I add.
Even fired a gun before. Anyway, running the bullets in it, so I can't believe I'm about to arrive. It's been almost a year now since the event. Only took me 4 hours to fly out east. Better part of a year to walk home.
Bloody hell.
With any luck, I'll be back at our apartment in another couple of hours. I saw a lot of damage on the way here, but this looks different. There's more dust than anywhere I've seen. inside the city.
I'm guessing not roses and sunshine.
It's crazy, but I just have this feeling that I'll find you. Julie, without you and Mary, none of this makes any sense. Almost home.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a survivor who's, it looks like, looking for his wife and child. So graphics, assuming this is the graphics, looks quite nice. Quite a lot of detail in the environments. Textures could be slightly better, but they definitely don't look terrible. Okay, stay on the keyboards and mouse controls. You can run, and you can tap it, and the guy runs actually quite nicely. Let's just have a quick look at the puddles. Yeah, you can see, for example, that you've got water. Textures on the floor don't look too bad. Flags move and so on. Really like the environment. Sun flare, which of course the Unreal Engine does really well. I'm just going to piss around at the moment for the start, just to give you an idea of the engine. I'm getting a rock solid 30 frames a second, just in case you're wondering. So I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue on my setup. The game actually did recommend that I actually enable far higher anti-aliasing, but obviously I wasn't sure just how it's going to run. See, textures, for example, on, say, that aren't the greatest. But it does not look bad. Newspaper clippings, for example. There we go. You can go into aim mode. I don't have any bullets, so that's not really going to do me any good. It kind of reminds me of some ways, actually, of the textures on Resident Evil 5. You can see, for example, here. Wheels don't look too bad. Let's just get a bit close. Doesn't look too bad at all. This is, I believe, everything maxed out. For some reason I held shift there to run, which wasn't particularly intelligent of me. Nevertheless, let's have a little look, shall we? Yeah.
Abington traffic. Oh, I missed it.
I'm gonna not run too quickly at the moment. I just want to give you guys a small tour, as it were. Yes. So this looks like one of those apocalyptic events that's definitely happened to this part of the city. And you can see in the distance it doesn't look too bad. Nice police car. I don't suppose we can steal it, a large Grand Theft Auto style. Huh. I'm not quite sure how I did that, but oh, I see. We have a barricade and various other bits and pieces. Actually looks quite bleak. Make you run. Press space to jump over the gap. Okay, simple. It does not look a particularly stable environment. See, there's a lot of gushing water. I don't know if you can jump that. It looks a smidge far, my friend. I'm actually surprised you can't jump up that. There we go. There we go. Now you've got another one. It looks like up there, maybe? There we go. Yes. Climbing burns stamina. If you burn too much stamina, you'll fall. So you don't want to do this after a nice strenuous jog, is basically what it comes down to, which makes sense. To be fair, he's doing fairly well. I suppose we can go faster by clicking the mouse button, though. Okay, so we really want to go quickly on this one. We don't want to be going slowly at all. Oh, you can actually climb up. Whoa, that was close. Okay, so he gets his stamina back fairly rapidly, actually. Climbing sections runs quite smoothly, even on keyboard and mouse. Right click is drop down. I'm a bit cautious. I generally am not the greatest on these climbing sections, particularly on keyboard and mouse controls, so that makes me slightly more apprehensive than probably I should be. However, so far it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to drop down there. It looks nice and safe, well, as safe as it can be in this environment anyway. Nevertheless, that van is teetering rather uncomfortably on the edge. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Once again, textures don't look too bad. If we have a look at our model, he doesn't look amazing, is what it comes down to, but it certainly doesn't look, you know, bad. I'm not going to, I wonder, do we go this way is the question. Okay, do we climb up? Okay, so you hold forward and press the space key. He doesn't look...
I'll have to climb over those arch supports.
He's a very ninja-y fellow, isn't he? Yes. Prince of Persia, nothing. Okay. I would have thought you'd jump down there, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Oh, I see. There's an actual ladder there. I must be blind. Never mind. Okay, so you can jump up. That does burn stamina. Okay, so stamina looks to be an incredibly important part of this game. Just holding there and he's actually taking stamina, which I suppose does make some sense. I mean, okay, we've got to jump up again. You can hear the music playing epically as he does so. Okay. I'm going to wait for... Oh, okay, he's already got his stamina back. So, fortunately for him, he does regain it relatively quickly, which is nice because that does keep the pace of the game up. So far, the game is starting with a nice... Oh, shit. He burns that quite quickly. I do not want to be on the receiving end of a 1,000,000-foot drop, to put it mildly. Can we climb up? No, looks like we've got to go around. Speed is a very good thing. Okay, I'm hammering that mouse button. Damn, I'm hammering it. There we go. The little fella made it. His arms are burning, but it'll certainly, you know, make his forearms stronger, if nothing else. Perform extreme effort burns your stamina capacity. Okay. Proceed to see the available resources to recover. Okay, so we got 3 retries actually. So this game is based on retries. You got food can, and we've got this one which increases stamina and stamina capacity. That's a water bottle, so we can use that just for the hell of it. Okay, let's drink that. That's my only water. I'm in a desolate environment, so unfortunately water is not a commodity that I have a lot of.
Well, it's still standing. Though Abington has seen better days.
It certainly has. Voice acting doesn't seem too bad. Whenever I'm on a section like this, of course, it always reminds me of Half-Life 2. Camera looks quite smooth. Okay, so I kind of guessed we'd go down the cable. Whee! A nice slidey section. I don't suppose we can rotate as we're sliding, no. That'd be very cool, though. Okay, can we just drop down? Okay, we didn't want to do that. We want to drop, not jump up higher. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to make an assumption that we have to go up here. I don't know why I'm assuming that. No, you don't. I kind of figured that you'd just jump right up there and then climb across those. That's what I'd do if I was in this situation. Having said that, I suppose that's not exactly the most well-supported vehicle in the history of mankind. Let's see. Unless you climb up there, but it doesn't look like that's doable because I'd come off here anywho. The other option is we go along and maybe jump off one of these. Control to crouch, okay. Down, okay, so he remains crouched while he's in that position. What the hell is that? Picked up painkillers, okay. That's fantastic and all, but I'm still not exactly sure where I have to go in terms of... Okay, so he's not able to... Okay. He's not able to go up there at all. Which is kind of one of my first thoughts. Okay, he's not able to jump onto that. Which would make sense to me at least. I don't know why I keep holding the right mouse button to do that. That's somewhat irritating. Not the game's fault, of course. Let's see. Okay, so you can just jump over that. I understand. That wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I honestly thought that was a bit too far. Guess we can just climb up. Excellent. Okay, so this game seems fairly linear at the moment. The flags look very nice in the distance. I have no idea what catastrophe has gone on.
Huh, there's a ladder on that truck.
Yes. The ladder on the truck, is it just me or does that not look too safe? I can't make my mind up on whether I think the game's pretty or not at the moment, to be honest. Okay. Okay, let's just climb up for a moment. I'd rather get the stamina back, although it's probably the cowardly approach, but hey. Okay, that's irritating, is the fact that right mouse button is the zoom in, okay, but it's also the get down. So if you're at the kind of like an edge, okay, that's not ideal. Okay, that could have been quite horrific. I don't like games when they do that. Okay, just give me one mouse button for that. Give me, like, you know, the climb up, drop down button to be the same thing. Or something. It's kind of irritating. Zoom. It's a small little niggle, I confess. But, there you have it. That doesn't look particularly... I can't really figure out what the hell's going on there with the rotating. It's a bit weird. You can actually jump fairly far. It's kind of strange. I do want to know what catastrophe, however, has befell this city. I don't think they've actually given the city a name yet. I could be mistaken. Let's get up really quickly. I don't think there's a particular sense of urgency, but still. The game does, however, handle water and fluid effects fairly well. I'll run here, even though it's not exactly a massive need to. Should be able to gingerly, may I add, make my way down here. I don't feel that that's the method to go. I could be wrong. Still trying to get used to the games. Angled slope, slide down it. Okay, I had a feeling. Now these girders do look quite wet. However, I don't need to do any nonsense such as, you know, move the analog stick, even though I'm using keyboard and mouse, so using an analog stick would be a bit tricky, but I don't have to offset the character so far anyway, which does please me, because that kind of stuff in games just, you know, irritates me, to be honest. It's not difficult, it's just annoying. At least that's my opinion.
I'll probably get back up to the streets if I go through the sewer.
Yes, seems logical. After all, there has to be a manhole cover somewhere. There is a bit of texture popping there. Don't know if you guys noticed that. Not particularly terrible, however. Certainly forgivable. I've seen a lot worse. And a lot more expensive games as well. As I said, textures and so on don't look terrible. Yes, let's go through here. Okay, I still have all my retries intact, which is a pretty good start, I feel. Nice loading percentage as well in numbers, which is quite nice. Bars typically are somewhat less accurate. Although I suppose percentage is always the infamous 99%.
Hey, whoa! Fuck! I don't want any trouble.
Ow! Well, that just wasn't ideal. I feel the game kind of blindsided me there. Okay. Is there any way to physically melee? Let's quickly check the options just to make sure. Key map. Key mapping. Jump and climb. Attack. Attack. Fire, attack, and roll is left mouse button. So, it's quite interesting. So I'm assuming I can just go up to this guy.
Time to die.
Or not. Okay, I can't actually hit him. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do there. Empty gun. Find a way to the old apartment. But I can't attack him, it doesn't look like. So, what, do I just run, maybe?
Stop that!
I don't want any trouble. I'm already gone.
Oh, okay.
Just keep right on walking.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, I want to come back and shoot that man. I honestly thought he was something I could not avoid.
There's a lot of dust down there. Pretty thick.
Indeed. It does not look particularly pleasant. Also doesn't look like we can climb down it, that method. So, let's have a quick look. Yep, up here. Yep, there we go. Always pays to have a quick look around. There is some roots growing here. Or vines, more to the point. There we go, back onto street level. Or what remnant, or the remnants of street level, shall I say. The old man can have his heart. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, so we have rapists as well. What would you have other than a post-apocalyptic world, other than rapists and murderers and dead bodies, apparently? No wonder the old man was a bit apprehensive that I was there. I'm a bit disappointed I couldn't punch him in the face and steal his gun, but... The Ice Hunter. Kill. Badum. Okay, so now we've had a little tour of the environment. Going down there I don't think it's going to work for us. So, instead, I'm going to have a little look around. Okay, so we need to get to there unless I'm being a chimp. Doesn't look like I'm being a chimp. It looks like it's fairly simple to get there. It doesn't look too difficult. The map system looks fairly reasonable as well. So we need to turn down this alley, which looks completely possible. Map is actually slightly reminiscent of Silent Hill. Okay, we can climb up that. You picked up a retry, excellent. Since I just fell over one, I'm not too unhappy about that. Can we nip over the fence? We can indeed nip over the fence. And yes, we're going to use the word nip. Just because, really. Let's see. That way looks like it could be the way through. However, the barbed wire fence is probably not indicative of climbing.
I could force open this gate with something.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you! I can see you! Hold on.
Back off!
No problem. Please, I'm trapped. No. I'm not worth a bullet. Don't shoot.
No, you're right, man. Press E to push him into the hole. Hello? Press E to push him in to the hole. Am I being a chimp? Ah, there we go. Had to be at the right distance. It was a bit finicky, that, but fair enough.
Better keep this with me.
Ah, I do have machete. Excellent. Press E to perform a machete attack. Okay, so we can now use that as leverage and... Yeah. Okay. Only problem with those type of games, or should I say mini games, with mirror mouse is a bit tricky because you're hammering the mouse button.
You! I can see you.
Okay. Hi, dude.
Bad place to get lost.
Yeah, I think so. Oh! I'm sorry. Did that hurt?
Oh, hold up.
Yeah. I've got one bullet. Oh dear. Hey, dude. Oh dear. Okay. That didn't go ideal. Okay, this game's actually quite brutal, to be honest.
Hey, you!
Yes, we get the idea. Picked up a bullet.
Oh, hold up. Please don't kill me.
Okay. Okay, he's done.
Hey, what happened? Hold up, hold up!
Scumbag.
Okay, so as long as you've got... I'm not really a fan of the clicking on the mouse. That's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't really think it works really well with mice. Fortunately, you'd have to go too quickly. But that's just my opinion. Although we've used up our solitary bullet. Tarnation, as they would say. I don't know who they would be, but never mind. Okay, so if we go that away, what have we got? It looks like we're going like basically the longest route possible to this thing. We can actually jimmy this open. But before we go to Jimmy, let's go to Frank and have a quick look over here. Looks like we can actually get round. So I don't know if that means there's two routes, but I'm going to have a quick look around this alley. Just because it usually pays to. No, it looks like it's fairly devoid of anything that's somewhat reminiscent of a piece of crap, actually. So we're going to go over to this one. Yeah, I don't know why the epic music plays with me just, you know, sprinting casually, but okay. It's actually probably easier to do the double click approach than I was alternate fingers on the mouse, but there we go. He struggles, bless him, but he opens it. Funnily enough, a locked gate seems to provide a bit more of a challenge to the guy than a 50-foot, I don't know, let's go crevice, but there we go. Okay, so we're going down low. I don't ever like when we are on a lower plane than the rest of the environment, because obviously it's just perfect for sniping. Maybe that's just being me paranoid. Oh, pressing tab N there, rather, shall I say. Which isn't particularly helpful, considering it's tab for map. Okay. So, once again, we have yet another roadblock. I can't help but feel it's kind of padding at this point.
Who are you? He's my son. They stabbed him. He's gonna bleed to death if we can't find something to treat this wound.
Ah, sucks to be you. I can't kill them and take what small possessions they actually have. I think it was C for inventory, wasn't it? How would you give these things? I don't think you need... I need an actual medipack, so I'm assuming painkillers are not going to do the trick. It looks like I actually need a medipack.
Are you going for help?
Possibly.
You shouldn't try to fight with these guys.
What do you mean, why us? It's not as though the rest of the city seems to be doing well. I came here and there's a woman getting raped within 3 seconds flat, so I think that kind of gives you an idea that it's not particularly that they've got something out for you, it's just that they don't really like people in general. I don't think he needs to look at what they've done to him.
Don't make me nervous.
Yeah, what? Oh! Okay, that wasn't nice. She killed me instantly. Ow. Game is really unforgiving in terms of health. To be honest, I'm really like shocked I was just like, I'll kill her. Okay, not so much.
Hey, who's that?
Okay, that's not helpful. I wonder how many more continues I have remaining. Gosh darn. I've got one retry, so I'll probably... Nah. Really want to kill her. Really want to kill her, but I don't want to use up my last retry, darn it. Okay, so I need to get around here. The thing is, it just... I'm actually really surprised with the fact that the gun... I'm just kind of curious because... On a lot of games, you can take getting shot several times. On this, it's like, it's over. You just get tagged once. Really? Yes.
I'm sure I'd ever see this place again.
To be fair, I'm not sure you'll want to see it again when you see what's inside, my friend. Okay, I don't have to jimmy it open or anything.
Mary? Julie? Are you there?
You better hope they're not, considering the amount of rapists, murderers, and other
There's no one here.
psychotic people around. Okay, let's see. There may well be a medical box of some description.
What's this?
There's a letter. Let's see what he's got to say, or she's got to say, more likely.
We have to go now because of the earthquakes. The evacuation team is waiting for us.
So there's
We'll be taken
earthquakes.
to one of the emergency shelters. It's very hard to get precise information about the evacuation plan. I have no idea where we'll be in the next hour. If only you were here. I would tell you that I forgive you. For everything. For now, all we can do is pray that you're alive.
I am alive, damn it.
If you are, I know you'll come back here. We'll try to stay in Haventon, but we'll go wherever's safest. With Mary, I can't take any risks. We love you. Not a moment goes by that we're not thinking about you. Try to find us. We'll be waiting for you. Julia Mary, May 23rd.
I am alive. I like the logo, I must admit.
May 23rd. That's almost a year ago.
Yes, well, she did wait there for free. With a camcorder. Interesting. Okay, so a few days before, it looks like.
Julie.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry that
That's
you
a year later.
through all this without me.
So, I'm assuming this must be his journal.
The storms. Then what came next? The food shortages. Hunger. Thirst. Where could you be now?
I'm assuming
So long already.
the disaster that has befell this civilization will be told to us.
How could I?
See, I'm a bit thirsty, guys. If I get... Oh, God. That ain't good. Structure of this place does not look too solid. Indeed. I think we shall vacate this rather alarming area. Actually, let's try and have a little... Where would you find a medicine cabinet? Most people, I assume, would keep it in the bathroom. But it's highly possible that this would not have it. After all, if I was fleeing from a city, I don't know about you guys, but I probably would want to take my medikit with me. Medikit. See, look at that. I'm assuming it just means that you can't open the door.
Looks
It's
like
quite...
you left in a hurry.
Yes. Bedroom looks very... You can see the low resolution over there. It's not bad or anything. It's, you know, just not great. I don't know if I like the darkening effect. I think one of the reasons they're doing it as well, or at least it does serve dual purpose, and that's it hides low resolution / low detail areas. I don't know if that was the primary intent or whether that was just a good little side effect. I'm just going to have a really good look around here. Don't want to miss anything.
Home cooking I'm gonna get.
Fruit cocktail. I'll take that. My stamina has been somewhat depleted, but there you have it. Okay, let's go back out here. Okay, so it's got a kid randomly screaming for his mama. Okay.
No.
Strange. It makes me wonder if that's a part of his figment of his imagination. Let's follow the. Okay, that's. I don't know how the hell the kid would have gotten through that, so I'm gonna guess that he's dreaming that.
Mary, wait!
Looks like there's fire in the distance, unless I'm vastly mistaken. No, it looks like there's some burning. Doesn't look like I can go that route, however, so we are indeed going to be going this way. You can actually speed up a bit over the crossing the gap, if you will. Yeah. I really don't think this kid's real. Don't ask me why I crouched there. Well, Daddy doesn't love you, unfortunately. Okay, I kind of had a feeling. Let's do a Tomb Raider, pull myself up. Actually quite looking forward to the new Tomb Raider game as well, might I add. Okay, springy. Alright guys, I think this is a good place to call it. I'm just leaving it in the video options just so you can get one last look at it. Hopefully you'll have a good idea by now actually of whether you want to continue the game. I'm just scrolling, I don't know why. So hopefully you have a good idea now whether you want to buy the game or not. I will be putting out a second part to this. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to leave it where exactly I left off, or I may go a bit further in and go from there. So, unsure about that one. So, hopefully you guys have found the video helpful and gives you an indication of whether you want to buy it. It shouldn't give you too many spoilers of the storyline, at least. As I said, I will most likely be putting a second one out for this one. And so, hopefully you'll stick around for me. So, take care of yourselves, bye for now, and if you could click on that like button, or even better, the subscribe button, I would be muchas gracias. Take care, bye.